there's a quiet moment that hits harder than failure. It's the day you realize that no matter how hard you work, how disciplined you are, or how long you wait, this path will never make you rich. No warning, no announcement, just a slow, uncomfortable understanding that the system you trusted was never designed for wealth, only survival. In this video, we're breaking down that realization, why it happens to so many people, and what actually changes once you see the truth. Before we go further, if you want money conversations that most people avoid but everyone needs, hit subscribe. Trading time for money is a losing game. Here's the brutal truth. When you work a regular job, you're selling hours of your life for dollars. Sounds fair at first, right? But there's a massive problem. You only have 24 hours in a day. Even if you work overtime, pick up extra shifts, or hustle on weekends, there's a ceiling. Your income is capped by the number of hours you can physically work. Rich people figured this out long ago. They don't trade time for money. They build systems that make money while they sleep. Your boss understands this perfectly. That's why they own the business and you don't. They're earning from your time, not just their own. Meanwhile, you're stuck in the hamster wheel, running faster but never actually getting ahead. The math is simple and depressing. If you make $50 an hour and work 40 hours a week, you're making about $100,000 a year before taxes. Sounds decent until you realize that number barely changes year after year. A small raise here, a bonus there, but you're essentially locked in. And if you stop working, the money stops too. That's not wealth. That's just getting by with extra steps. Your salary has a built-in ceiling. Companies have something called salary bands. It's a fancy term for income prison. They decide in advance how much someone in your position can possibly make. Doesn't matter if you're twice as productive as your coworker. Doesn't matter if you bring in millions for the company. You're getting paid based on your title and position, not your actual value. And climbing the corporate ladder? That's another trap. Sure, you might go from $50,000 to $70,000, maybe even hit six figures if you're lucky. But here's what they don't tell you. Each promotion comes with more responsibility, longer hours, and stress that eats away at your health and relationships. You're trading your life for slightly more money, but you're still trapped in the same system. The people at the top, the ones actually getting rich, they're not climbing ladders. They're building elevators. They own equity. They have profit shares. They get paid when the company wins big, not just when they clock in. You're fighting for crumbs while they're taking home the whole cake. And the worst part? The system is designed this way on purpose. They need workers who are comfortable enough not to quit, but hungry enough to keep working. Expenses grow faster than your income. You finally get that raise you've been waiting for, 10% more money. Feels good for about a month. Then, reality sets in. Rent goes up. Groceries cost more. Your car needs repairs. Health insurance premiums increase. Suddenly, that raise doesn't feel like a raise at all. It feels like you're running on a treadmill that just got faster. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's killing your chances of building wealth. As you make more, you spend more. Bigger apartment, nicer car, fancier dinners. You're not getting richer. You're just spending at a higher level. The middle-class trap is real. You make enough to survive comfortably, but not enough to actually invest and build wealth. Every extra dollar goes right back out the door. Meanwhile, inflation is quietly robbing you. The money you save today is worth less tomorrow. That emergency fund you are proud of. It's losing value every single year. And your salary increases, if you even get them, barely keep up with rising costs. You're essentially running in place while everything around you gets more expensive. The rich don't have this problem. Their money makes money. They invest in assets that appreciate faster than inflation. While you're worried about gas prices, they're watching their stock portfolios and real estate investments grow automatically. You're building someone else's dream. Every hour you spend at work, you're building something. The question is, what are you building? For most people, the answer is painful. You're building your boss's dream. You're making someone else rich. Your ideas, your effort, your creativity, it all goes into growing a business that you'll never own. Think about it. You come up with a great idea that saves the company money or brings in new clients. What do you get? Maybe a pat on the back. Maybe Employee of the Month. maybe a small bonus if you're lucky. But the company gets to keep using your idea forever, making money from it long after you've moved on or been replaced. This is how businesses work. They extract value from workers and keep most of the profit. You're a resource to them, not a partner. And the saddest part is how normalized this is. People spend 30 or 40 years building someone else's empire, and then they retire with just enough to get by. They gave their best years, their energy, their time, and what do they have to show for it? A pension that barely covers basic expenses and a lot of what-ifs. The wealthy build their own empires. No job is actually secure anymore. Remember when people worked at the same company for 30 years and got a gold watch and a comfortable retirement? Those days are dead. Companies today have zero loyalty. You're one bad quarter away from being laid off. One corporate restructure away from losing everything you built there. And here's the kicker. It doesn't matter how hard you work or how loyal you are. When the numbers don't look good to the shareholders, you're gone. They'll replace you with someone cheaper or worse with automation. Your job security is an illusion. You think you're building a stable future, but you're really just hoping the rug doesn't get pulled out from under you. And even if you manage to keep your job, you're still vulnerable. One health crisis, one family emergency, one unexpected expense, and your whole financial situation can collapse. Because when your income depends entirely on you showing up and working, you're always one problem away from disaster. Rich people don't have this worry. They have multiple income streams. If one dries up, they have others. The system wants you to stay average. Schools teach you how to be a good employee, get good grades, find a stable job, work hard, and retire one day. What's missing is learning how to build wealth. The education system is designed to create workers, not wealthy people. Society praises jobs and promotions, but rarely teaches about investing, owning assets, or creating passive income. The wealthy understand this and teach their children different lessons about money and ownership. The system isn't broken. It works as designed. If you want to build real wealth, you have to stop following the same rules everyone else does. This realization isn't the end, it's the beginning. The moment you stop chasing the wrong path is the moment you finally make space for the right one. Wealth doesn't come from doing more of what everyone else is doing. It comes from thinking differently. So let me ask you, have you ever felt this moment creeping in? That quiet doubt that something doesn't add up? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this video helped put words to something you felt for a long time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's close to this realization. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.